They spent decades using your light to hide their own darkness. At the moment you stopped providing the supply, their world didn't just crack, it imploded. This is the biopic of the final collapse. Why a narcissist's greatest fear isn't losing you. It's facing the person in the mirror. For years, maybe even decades, you were their sun. Your energy, your attention, your reactions, good or bad, were the fuel that powered their entire existence. We often talk about narcissists needing supply, but let's break down what that really means. It's not just a preference, it's an addiction. Think of it like a drug. Your reactions, your emotions, your validation were hits of dopamine that reassured them of their own importance and existence. They don't have an internal sense of self-worth. It's a void, a black hole. To fill it, they need to see their reflection in other people's eyes. When you were happy with them, it proved they were worthy of love. When you were angry or upset, it proved they had power and could control you. Either way, your reaction confirmed they were the center of the universe. Without it, they're not just alone. They cease to exist in their own minds. This is the core of their addiction. They are addicted to the feeling of being real, and you were the one who made them feel real. So when you go no contact, you're not just leaving them. You're cutting off their life support. The withdrawal is brutal, and it's the first domino to fall in their collapse. Now, let's talk about the mask. The charming, successful, charismatic persona they show the world. This mask is everything. It's their shield, their resume, their entire public identity. It's meticulously crafted over years, built on a foundation of lies, half-truths, and stolen credit. The mask is what gets them jobs, friends, and new partners. It's what makes people say, "But they seem so nice," when you try to explain the abuse you've endured. But maintaining this mask is exhausting. It requires constant energy, constant vigilance, and a steady stream of supply to keep it polished. When you, the primary source, are gone, the cracks start to show. The energy they once used to charm others is now frantically spent trying to hoover you back or find a replacement. They become sloppy. Their stories stop adding up. Colleagues might notice their temper flaring more often. Friends might see a side of them they've never seen before, a desperate, bitter, and volatile person. The mask starts to slip, not because they want it to, but because they no longer have the resources to hold it up. They are running on empty. You were the stage manager, the lighting crew, and the audience for their one-person show. Without you, the lights flicker, the set crumbles, and the actor forgets their lines. This is when the public starts to see the monster you saw all along. Their carefully curated world begins to unravel, tweet by tweet, rumor by rumor. Their flying monkeys might start to question the narrative. This public exposure is one of their deepest terrors, second only to the emptiness inside. This brings us to the final discard. It's often misunderstood. When a narcissist discards you, especially after you've tried to leave, it's not a sign of their strength. It's the ultimate act of desperation. They need to be the one who ends it. They need to be the one who writes the final chapter of your story together. They will try to destroy your reputation, paint you as the crazy one, the abuser, the unstable one. Why? Because if they can convince the world and themselves that you were the problem, then they don't have to face the truth, that they are the common denominator in all their failed relationships. This smear campaign is their last-ditch effort to control the narrative. They are trying to destroy your credibility so no one will believe you when you speak your truth. It's a preemptive strike. They are essentially trying to burn down your village so that they can feel like a king of the ashes. It's not about you. It's about their survival. They are projecting all their own self-hatred, their own emptiness, their own failures onto you. They need to make you the villain of the story so they can avoid looking at the villain in their own reflection. Remember this, their attempt to destroy you is the loudest confession of their own inadequacy. It's the final desperate scream of a drowning person pulling you under with them. And once the dust settles, After the smear campaign has run its course, and they realize you are truly gone for good, what's left? The void, the terrifying, silent, and endless reality of a life built on nothing. All the distractions, the drama, the supply, it was all just noise to drown out the silence of their own empty soul. Now the noise is gone. They are left alone with themselves, the one person they have spent their entire life running from. There is no internal foundation, no genuine hobbies, no real passions, no core values. Their entire identity was a collage of other people's personalities, your personality. Without that external input, they are a blank slate. This is the narcissistic collapse. It's not always a dramatic, public explosion. Sometimes it's a quiet implosion. It's the depression that sets in when there's no one to perform for. It's the anxiety that comes from having no external validation. It's the slow, creeping realization that their grand kingdom was just a house of cards, and they are sitting alone in the ruins. This is why they frantically jump to a new supply. They cannot tolerate being alone with the void. But each new source is just a temporary fix, a band-aid on a mortal wound. The collapse may be delayed, but it is inevitable. Because the problem was never you. The problem was the emptiness inside them. An emptiness that no person, no job, and no amount of admiration can ever truly fill. Seeing this collapse might bring a sense of validation, but your true victory isn't watching them fall. It's walking away and never looking back. It's using your energy to build your own life on your own terms, with a solid foundation of self-worth that they could only ever dream of. You escaped the black hole. Now, go and rediscover your own light. If you recognize these patterns and are struggling, please know that healing is possible. There are resources available, like the National Domestic Violence Hotline, and therapy can provide a safe space to process this trauma. You are not alone. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on healing and recovery.